Daniel here for Tabletop for 1 and my first impressions after 11 plays of Deliverance. And I thank you for joining me tonight. Now, Deliverance is designed by Andrew Lowen and published by Lowen Games, and he provided me with a review copy of this game. This was a Kickstarter game that released late last year, and so I received a review copy of it and played it. I played the campaign and the skirmish mode. Now, this game was advertised as a Christian-made game because this is angels versus demons in the ultimate fight of light versus darkness. And I'll talk about the theme a little bit more later. And so let's jump right in at the production quality. The production quality of this game is fantastic. The tokens are of good thickness and good quality. The miniatures are great. They have a little wash on them. The iconography is good. There's a lot of good things going for it. Now the cards are really small and some of the text on the boards is a little on the small side, but that's going to go with my bad eyesight. So those of you that have great eyesight aren't going to have a problem with that. But really it's fantastic. The insert is well built and it's useful. And it actually has a token tray for all the tokens. So yeah, there's a lot of really good things with the production quality here. And so let's jump into the gameplay. Now there's two ways to play this game. So you can play the campaign mode and it's going to have multiple scenarios. You're going to level up through the campaign. There's even a box that, opens up during the campaign. And so yeah, you have some permanent progression. You have a little character sheet that you're going to, spend your experience points and gain new cards, gain new abilities and that sort of thing. And then there's the skirmish mode, and the skirmish mode is a little more fast-paced because you level up as you go and your level ups are more powerful than the campaign mode. But you play two battles and you're going to play one battle against a couple sets of demons, and then you're going to set up and play a battle against a set of demons and a prince demon. It's kind of like a boss demon. And so as you're playing, if you're familiar with dungeon crawlers, you're going to be familiar with some of the mechanics. It has an action point system, so you get 2 points of actions for your turn. There are some free actions that you can get, and then there's actions that cost courage. It's a resource that you gain and spend as you go. It's kind of like a stamina type resource. But one thing that's really interesting about this game is the darkness track. See, as you go, you're going to be drawing cards into this darkness track. There's 5 slots for darkness cards, and every round you're going to add 2 of those to that track, as well as adding more depending on if there are saints out in the battlefield. There's these little saint tokens. If they're being oppressed by demons, you'll add another darkness card for each of those. And as you're adding them into this track, if you can't add any more, then you have to start flipping the cards over and then they start activating. And when they activate, they provide detrimental effects on the field or on your character. And so throughout the game, you're going to have these abilities that cast down darkness cards. And so you might spend actions doing so in trying to get rid of those cards to prevent them from having detrimental effects. And I really like that mechanic. I like that idea that it's not just that you're fighting the demons, but you're also trying to use your power to stop their agendas. It's kind of like an agenda thing. And so yeah, it's just this fantastic mechanic. I really like it. It adds a little bit of pressure on you and just, gives you some extra decision space. Do you deal with the darkness track or do you focus on the demons and just try and make those decisions as you go? And with that, let's go on to the ease of solo play. Now, there's not too many rules in this game. I mean, for a game like this, you expect a lot of rules. There's a decent amount, but most of them are easy to understand. I was actually able to play this game rather easily after reading the rulebook. I only had a few questions, but other than that, it was really easy to get through. And one thing I want to talk about is ranged attacks and line of sight. There is no line of sight in this game. Now, there are obstacles in this game. There's these barriers that you'll see on the battlefield, and so you can't, attack through them. There's no adjacency through them. But the way they handle range attacks with that is that you can just curve around the corner. So when you're using a range attack, you count the spaces, and so you just work your way around the corner. So I was playing Gabriel, who likes to throw his shield around, and I was throwing it around walls like Captain America. It was fantastic. Now, as far as the demons go and operating them, it's very simple. And so on each of the demons' boards, you just first activate their instant ability. So each of them have their own instant ability. Sometimes it's moving, sometimes it's attacking. And then you're going to roll 1 die for the demons, unless, of course, it says to roll 2 dice. And so you roll a die, and then that die tells you which action they're going to do, and you do that action, and then their turn's done. It's simple. It's really easy to run. And so yeah, this game is easy to approach and easy to play, but still challenging to win. Now, as far as replayability goes, you got a campaign, and then you got I don't know, how many was 5, 6 demons, the prince demons that you can fight out in the skirmish mode. And then there's multiple different kinds of minion demons. Yeah, there's a lot of replayability here. There's, I think, I don't even know how many different angels there are that you can play. So there's a lot here. There's just plenty of replayability. You can play this 30 times and still not see it all. And even with me, I played it 11 times using the same angel, fighting different bosses. But I was also doing the campaign as well, but with the same angel. And I loved it. I loved it. And at this point, I want to talk about the theme. So this is a Christian-made game with a Christian theme very much in the picture. Around the box, there are, verses and quotes. On the prayer cards, there are verses and quotes. There are references to Christian themes all throughout this. And being a former Christian myself, I wasn't sure if I would appreciate that or, not like it or whatever. And I have to tell you, I didn't care it was there, all right? I just didn't. I enjoyed that game so much that I just kept playing it regardless of the fact that those verses were there. It didn't bother me. And so with that, I'm just gonna jump right into my recommendation. Do I recommend this game? Yeah, I do. This game is fantastic. It's a great dungeon crawler. It has a great campaign, but I really love the skirmish mode. I think the skirmish mode is the best part there. I really like that one-off scenario. To play a skirmish mode, it takes less than an hour to play. And like I said, there are multiple angels, multiple prince demons to fight against. There's all sorts of great things going on. I even talk about the fact that you get armor and weapons and stuff like that are really powerful, make you feel really powerful. Yeah, there's a lot of really good things about this game. So if you're looking for a dungeon crawler of angels versus demons, light against darkness, this is the one. This is a really good game. Now, do bear in mind, I did receive a review copy. There is inherent bias with that, but after 11 plays, I have to tell you, I just really enjoyed it. And so there you have it. That was my first impressions after 11 plays of Deliverance by Andrew Lowen and Lowen Games. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of my review. Also, let me know if you played this game, which is your favorite angel, because that'll be the next angel that I'll play. Please also like and subscribe to this channel if you like the content you see here. And I thank my Patreons for supporting this channel. And I thank you for joining me on Tabletop for One. Have a great night.